Gordon, 6 people are dead and at least 2 are missing after severe weather hits parts of southeast Texas. Days of torrential rain brought flash floods, forcing blackouts and mass evacuations. And in the east, the first tropical storm to hit the U.S. this year is still soaking parts of the Carolinas. George Thomas brings us the story.
All along the Brazos River in Fort Bend, Texas, families are still in shock at just how fast the water was rising.
I thought we were going to be safe. I didn't know it was going to come up this fast.
Days of torrential rain produced record flooding across the region.
Here's just a massive traffic jam. This is eastbound looking, just east of 45, and the high water just sitting off to the right side of the road.
Some places like Brenham, Texas, saw 19 inches of rainfall in less than 48 hours. Aerial footage showed people wading in waist-deep water and residents trying to get to higher ground. There were mandatory evacuations in some neighborhoods, but those who decided to stick around and brave the rising waters could only hope and pray for the best.
I'm watching. There's not much we can do. We just go with the flow.
The rains have stopped for now, but more are expected to hit the Lone Star State by the middle of the week. And in the east, Tropical Depression Barney is still soaking parts of the Carolinas. This river is also known as I-95 in Richland, South Carolina. Officials had to shut down one lane of the interstate after heavy rain caused flooding. Rescue crews were hard at work on Sunday, helping folks caught in the floodwaters.
We're thankful for our lives. We're thankful nobody's not hurt, seriously. So, at the end of the day, we're here. Tragedy, oh well, life goes on. We made it. We're going to keep pushing. And it is what it is.
The slow-moving storm, which made landfall just east of Charleston, South Carolina, will continue to bring steady rain and thunderstorms into Memorial Day as it meanders up the coast later in the week. George Thomas, CBN News.
Jan Crouch, the co-founder of the Trinity Broadcasting Network, is recovering from a stroke that she suffered last week. The TBN family is calling on believers around the world to pray for her full recovery and healing. A statement on the TBN website says she is resting comfortably as her physicians and family care for her. And the statement says she continues to place her trust in God. Crouch is 78. She and her late husband, Paul Crouch, founded TBN in 1973. And together they produced many shows on the network, including The Glory of America, Say Yes, and Praise the Lord. You can keep updated on this story on CBNnews.com. Well, the American flag is an important symbol of Memorial Day, and the sales of flags have been rising this year. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reports that sales for Elder Flag manufacturing in Oak Creek, Wisconsin, are up 15% from last year, partly because it's an election year and because the construction industry is getting better and new buildings often need new flags. However, the company's CEO also says that most importantly, they believe there's been a rise in patriotism. Well, some Chick-fil-A restaurants are honoring America's fallen soldiers in a unique way for this Memorial Day weekend. 2 Alabama locations have set a single table for fallen soldiers marked by an empty seat. ABC 3340 reports the table is set with a rose, a white tablecloth, and a note explaining why we celebrate Memorial Day. The note says the soldiers are not forgotten and will be remembered by those left behind. The stores are also giving a special memorial deal for those who are serving or who have served in the U.S. military. And a Chick-fil-A in Lincoln, Nebraska also had a missing man table. 1011 now reports it included a Bible representing the strength gained through faith. Well, the U.S. sends $3 billion in foreign aid to Israel every year. And on tomorrow's 700 Club, we'll hear from an Israeli expert who says we should look at that as an investment, not a handout. Find out why the United States is safer because of its partnership with Israel. That's on tomorrow's 700 Club.